Okay, good evening everyone. I would also like to welcome you to today's unit where we are going to talk about the demand. And before we continue, I would like us to see about the expectations at the end of this topic. So we have the learning outcomes. At the end of the session, you should be able to, number one, define what the demand is. You give a vivid definition about the word demand. 2, you should be also able to give the law of demand. And 3, you should be able to state and explain the factors of demand. Let us now see what a demand is. Demand can be reversed to how much quantity of a product or service is desired by a buyer or consumer. Alternatively, it can also be defined as the ability and willingness of a consumer to purchase a certain commodity at a specific price at a specific time. So the key words which we have here is the ability and the willingness. There should be ability and the willingness for that consumer to purchase that particular commodity. Let us now see the law of demand, which states that ceteris paribus, that is, all factors held constant, the quantity demanded for a commodity is inversely related to the price of the commodity. We have also the factors which influence demand. And number 1, we have the income of the consumers. We know that for a consumer to be able to buy a commodity, he or she should have somewhere to gain his or an income so that he can have that bargaining power or the ability of buying that a certain commodity that he or she is with desired. Number 2, we have got also the price of the product. The price of the product determines the number of consumers who will be able to buy. The higher the price, the lower the demand, and the vice versa. Number 3, we have the price of the substitutes. When you talk about the substitutes, these are goods which serves the same purpose. So if, for example, a substitute or a commodity which has the same purpose as the one which has a high price, then the consumers will rush to the substitute goods which has a better price according to their buying or purchasing power. We have got also the tastes and the preferences of consumers. When you talk about the taste, this is how the consumer feels about a commodity, and it also affects the demand or the quantity being demanded. We have got also the consumer's expectations, whereby we are saying that the consumer, the level of expectations which a consumer has towards a commodity will also influence the demand. We have also the number of consumers in the market, in which we are saying that the higher the number of consumers, who has the willingness and the ability to buy the commodities is the higher the demand of the commodity. Then at the end of that, I would like to leave you with an assignment whereby I am requesting you to read about the supply and the factors influencing the supply. But don't make any notes because I will send you the notes. Then up to that far, it makes the end of our topic today. Thank you.